Hey everyone, welcome back to Apollo Art Analysis. In today's episode, we're going to be studying a piece by the established 3D artist known as PurveshXD, and in this episode, we're going to be looking at the idea of visual energy. We're also going to explore the birth of a greater or higher power, so let's jump right into it. So at first glance, we're met with this orb set in center space, possessed by a ring of fluorescent energy. Our first impression is one of awe, but also curiosity as we just wonder on the grand sight before us. And so of course, the placement of this orb in center certainly denotes it as the main subject of the scene at hand. We see this dark atmosphere further reinforcing this, of course, allowing that light on dark accent to shine with ascendant ease, and colors within this composition really consist of blue and orange. When you first see this work, you're likely going to notice that orangish red, but this blue is a lot more subtle, right? That, of course, is a much darker atmosphere. The presence of blue and orange is pretty close to a complementary scheme, so they're going to be clashing and fighting for the viewer's attention. And another thing I noticed is the grand scale of the scene before us. If we're standing eye level with the work, you can imagine just how large this is, right? This truly dwarfs us in a reminder of the true size and scale of higher powers. And with this in mind, how do y'all feel when you view this piece? And I'd be remiss if I didn't mention the dark and hazy atmosphere of the scene at hand, right? The majority of the composition is quite blank and void, which further allows the elevation of visual impact of this orb set in center. And the setting of this work is quite strange to consider, right? Like I said, a majority of it is blank and void, but we have these few steps going up to a scaled stage. And with this in mind, what have we discovered here? This ring of light offers an immense sense of energy, which just possesses this piece, albeit concentrated within the central region, and we just wonder what exactly we're looking at here, right? And this orb no doubt reminds of a planet in some way or another, right? It has that ring that's just going around it, and it's also hovering too. And with this in mind, what are we viewing here? Are we witnessing the birth of a higher or greater power? Are we witnessing a planet which is kind of captured within this room? It's hard to say for sure. It is a very mystical scene and a striking one at that, right? And we also see this spotlight in the center space, right? This further denotes the elevation of our central subject as the main focus of the work at hand. And at the end of the day, regardless of symbolism and despite such speculation, the work before us is bound to incite a wondrous awe in all who stand before it. So really hope y'all enjoyed today. The work before us is a digital render, so it's created with a digital rendering program. That program is going to be Blender. Blender has an incredibly high skill ceiling. Everyone from amateurs to professionals are using Blender to create their work. So if you want to get involved in the world of 3D art, I would certainly suggest Blender. It's an amazing place to start. But really hope y'all enjoyed today. We talked about so many different things, from this molten visual energy set in center, the scaled stage, the grand scale of the scene before us, the kind of hazy and dark atmosphere, so many different things we hit on today. I truly hope y'all enjoyed. If y'all did enjoy, go check out the original artist PurveshXD doing some amazing stuff in the world of the digital render and 3D art as a whole. So like I said, I really hope y'all enjoyed today. And if y'all did, go check out the original artist. My name's Apollo. This was Apollo Art Analysis, and I'll see y'all on the next episode. We hope you enjoyed today's episode. If you'd like to support our work directly, please check out our Apollo community tokens. Apollo Art Exchange is an ecosystem of art appreciation which elevates artists each and every day. Thanks for listening.